Hi folks, today we are looking at a nice, gentle, meditative pattern on the B RUS. RUS meaning RAV Universal Scale, but this can work on any scale that you like. You can take these concepts and ideas and move them around on whatever fits for you. There is a melody in this, there is a bass line in this, and if we get that far, we'll also put a little bit of groove into it as well. Let's dive right in and see how to learn this pattern. So we will start with the melody. It's very, very simple. It's just 3 notes. At least that's where we'll begin. And I'm playing notes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, and 5. If that doesn't quite sound right to you on whatever scale you have, you can try moving that around as you see fit, but we'll move in generally in the same shapes as each other. So I'm starting on 7 and I'm literally just moving down. And the count for this will be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So this one here is landing on the and of the 2. It's in between those beats. That's what makes it sound a little bit more exciting, a little bit funky. All right. So make sure you get that in the right place. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 that's really all there is to it. You can try that in other places if you like, and you can try that leading with different hands. Maybe you want to start with the left and move down the scale this way, starting on note 8. Or maybe even lower, starting on note 6 and moving down 5 to 4. Or maybe you want to jump around a little bit. Right, so take that melody and explore a couple of different variations with it until you've really got the rhythm of the melody. That's the most important part. It's getting that rhythm right. Everything else, you can just explore, experiment, see what sounds nice. So once we've got that then, we can move on to the bass line for this. Usually I would go straight into teaching chords, but the RAV is so luscious that even when you play one note, you're also hearing some of the elements of the other notes as well. So even when I just play this, you can kind of start to hear some of the other elements. So I'm just going to stick to one note in this case. And we are going to start with this center tone here. And so the bass pattern for this is going to be this. So again, we're just moving down. That's all it is. The melody moves down, the bass moves down. We start in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we move over to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Over to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, and down to the note in front of you. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. So it looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I were to play that melody and then sing the melody that goes on top of it, here's what that would sound like. recommend that you join in with that you play the bass line and sing the melody line, because what that's doing is it's enabling you to really fit those melodies together and internalize the way that they work together without having to make both hands do it at the same time. We all are inherently very musical, and in our bodies it's very easy to understand how that works just by feeling it, just by singing it. If we dive straight into trying to do it with our hands, it can start to feel really complicated straight away. So if you get it in your body first, then when you get your hands involved, you kind of already know how it's supposed to sound, how it's supposed to feel. Then it's just a matter of getting the muscles to do the thing that your brain wants to do, right? That's the tricky part here. So again, let's sing with that melody. Da, da. And if you can get this click in or a tap in at the same time as well, extra bonus points, because that comes in handy a little bit later. Again, the count is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm tapping on the 2 and the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Da, 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 Notice also from a compositional point of view, even though the melody is repetitive and simple, by changing the bass line underneath, I'm changing the context of the melody and therefore making it feel like it's moving in a lot of different places, but actually I'm just playing the same thing. So as you go ahead and explore on your own, I invite you to really think about that when you're composing or improvising. Keep things really simple, but by doing the two different roles at the same time, that's when it starts to feel more complicated than it really is, and starts to feel a lot more interesting from a listener perspective as well. All right, let's see if we can put those two things together then. As you might have already figured out, I'm gonna have to strike two things at the same time. So my left is playing the center tone, my right is playing note 7, and then I come down. Like so. Then it's exactly the same thing again, but instead of playing here, I'm playing here. Here we go. Same again, but this time my left plays down here. And exactly the same again, but this time my right plays the very bottom. And that's all there is to it. Then all you need to do is just remember this bass pattern, right? And remember that wider count. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 that's one phrase, that's one big time around, right? 4 lots of 4, basically. I'll show you that again. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 4 and 2 and 3 to the beginning. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 4 and 2. And you can move this melody if you like. what I did on that second round there. I moved up twice on the same notes, up again, and then down. Down again. So then I only have to think about the same 3 notes. I don't have to worry about anything else. I can just change the direction that I play them. So there are many different ways that you can utilize the one idea that you've got, or that you've written, that you've learned, and you can swap and change it and move it, and you can do anything with it without having to create a new idea if you want to improvise with these melodies and meditative patterns that I teach you in these videos. There's so much you can do with it. You might have noticed there that I was gently adding a little tap sound as well. If you think back to what we just did with the bass line where we were tapping in between, I'm going to do one of those taps now on the 2. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. The reason I'm not doing 4 is because I play a note on 4, and I could do both at the same time, but it's just a little bit trickier. If you want to do that, if you're that far ahead already, go for it. I'm going to leave it out for now because we can already feel the percussive element of that note strike anyway. So if we put all those elements together, add a little bit of rhythm, it looks like this. There is a nice meditative pattern for you on the RAV Ruz. This can be translated to any scale. The 2 elements that I taught you can be moved into any other context. Do what you like with them, change the melody completely, change the bass line completely, use the bass line in a different composition, just explore and experiment. And yeah, thank you for making it this far into the video. I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you again very soon.